I got a bottle of Patron and some lights off. Two red devil looking eyeballs. And I finna turn up when the night falls. If you hear a siren, then it's my fault. Jump in my whip, baby, let's ride. We ain't gonna stop at a red light. And I'ma take shots like a Tech 9. It's gonna get live. Here we go, it's about to go down. Let me know, I'ma buy another round. Get low, drop it down to the ground. Oh yeah, wow, shorty making pounds. Mama see the put cuffs on my cardiac. Took my breath away like a heart attack. And I'ma spend every dime and my money back. Everybody wanna know. If you're ready, let me know. Let's go. If you're ready, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. If you're ready, let me know. Here we go. Let's go. I got a bottle of Grey Goose and ice cubes. Type of drink that'll put me in the right mood. 80 proof's gonna lower my IQ. And I've been the same way since high school. I look shorty right in her brown eyes. She about to take a trip to Cloud 9. I'm the man, baby, I get the crowd hype. I turn the cadence of a hook into a soundbite. Here we go, it's about to go down. Let me know, I'ma buy another round. Get low, drop it down to the ground. Oh yeah, wow, shorty making pounds. Mama see the put cuffs on my cardiac. Took my breath away like a heart attack. And I'ma spend every dime and my money back. Everybody wanna know. Let's go. If you're ready, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. If you're ready, let me know. Here we go. Let's go.
You're just like the fat girl. You're just like the fat girl. You're just like the bad girl. In me, she's the best. Easy with the sad girl. She'll put you to the test. Now she's just a mad girl. Laying on your chest. Let her go out with it. Go up and down with it. You're just like the bad girl. In me, she's the best. Easy with the sad girl. She'll put you to the test. Now she's just a mad girl. Laying on your chest. Let her go out with it. Go up and down with it. Girl, is the best. Go out with it. Up and down with it. You're just like the girl. Is the best. Go out with it. Up and down with it. You're just like the fat girl. You're just like the fat girl. I get addicted to the wrong things. You come along searching for one thing. One minute you and then I'm out here feeling alive. I'm out here feeling alive. You're just like the fat girl. You're just like the fat girl. You're just like the bad girl. In me, she's the best. Easy with the sad girl. She'll put you to the test. Now she's just a mad girl. Laying on your chest. Let her go out with it. Go up and down with it. You're just like the bad girl. In me, she's the best. Easy with the sad girl. She'll put you to the test. Now she's just a mad girl. Laying on your chest. Let her go out with it. Go up and down with it.
How is everyone doing tonight? It's your boy, Juan. I'm back. Just sit back and enjoy the show with this late ass start. I swear to God, so this is it's story time with J. Carl here, okay? So once upon a time, and many times actually, what tends to happen is I start talking without realizing that I'm actually muted. So I just went on a little spiel that you guys missed because I was muted. I do this all the time when I'm online gaming, and I do it today when I'm back. Anyways, welcome back. I'm gonna restart. Welcome back. This is the 5fi-racing.com channel. That's 5 the number 5 fi-racing.com. This is the beautiful website here that I am not full screen down. How embarrassing. I am rusty. Sadly, there is no race recap tonight. We're clicking on SimGrid. If you're following along in season 7 here, as I multitask and chat away. Tonight is our last night, or last night I'm gonna have you guys, sadly, until the start of season 8. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Season 8 is up. Thank you, Carnage. I appreciate it. Says welcome back here on Twitch. By the way, if you're following live, say hello. I'm watching the chats. Rules. LFMBOP is on. Obey all yellow flags. Don't DC when you have a penalty. I don't even. You know what? What would happen if you get like a speeding in the pits penalty and you just decide, Screw this game. Screw this race. I'm just logging out. There's nothing to carry over. Do we do like double the penalty? Double the minus of points that you would normally get? By the way, season 8 is up. People can get registered. That is right. Carter says here on Twitch. That is right. Register away. Please do. Code of conduct. Be nice. Don't be rude. You can banter. Joke around. Tell me I'm terrible. I don't care. You can banter all you want with me, to be honest. Just know that I am a Lamborghini driver and I will take you out turn 1. That's the, incident reporting here. Report all your incidents. Pretty self-explanatory. Standings. Let's see if they've been updated. They have. Let us go. You take the big out with the DNF. Oh, damn. Well, okay, that answers my question here. Carnage says if you get a penalty, you don't serve it, and you take the biggest, fattest L, we will laugh at you on stream. And you do not finish. Dude, that's tough. Anyways, goal split, we have Albert Tranchisi in P1 with 268 points. I want to say he is walking away with the championship, but who knows. P2, Joshua Worley, he has a 219.5 points. Albert Guiana, he has 193.5 points. He's in P3, so the battle for P2 is on. Worley has his work cut out for him since Guiana is very quick. Coming for P3 and potentially P2, depending on what happens today, is Zach Manriquez, who is in P4 with 187 points. He could just snag the P2 spot from Worley, so we'll see what happens here. And running us off in P5 is Ross O'Connor with 121 points. Excuse me. In the silver splits, top 5, we have Chris Unfair in the P1 spot. He has 193.5 points. Jonathan Kelly is coming for that position. He has 189.5 points. What is this? Separated by 4 points. It's gonna be a mighty tight race tonight. Alexander Sabo has something to say about that. I believe he was a previous season champion. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to race every once in a while. Has 3 dropped races. Unknown if he will be joining us tonight, but if he does, he will be gunning for Chris Unfair and Jonathan Kelly, trying to keep his silver championship. Brad Tarnall is right behind him with 166 points. Alexander Sabo is P3, 172 points. Brad Tarnall P4, 166 points. I guess spoiler alert, he's not with us tonight, sadly. So he's not going to be starting tonight. So he will not be fighting. But Douglas Furnish and Christopher Greider can be fighting. Douglas Furnish is in P5, Christopher Greider is in P6. Furnish was 163 points. Greider with 155 points. Right behind him. Man, this whole championship is all close. You have Gelson Cruz in P7 and Kyle Busch in P8. 151 and 147. Jeff Kelly with 144. So, it's anyone's game what's gonna happen tonight, especially with the rain, you know. Now, if you do not mind, I will have to, believe it or not, connect to this, connect to the server. Since I am so far behind. I'm just gonna leave you here with the cool background in Suzuka. It's raining tonight, did you guys know that? While I'm here, you guys want to hear some dad jokes since I'm trying to connect? Oh, please let me connect. What do we want? Formula One noises. When do we want them? No. Cringe. Don't worry, dudes. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. I got these jokes all day. If you just do not come to my stand-up comedy routine, because it's going to be absolutely horrendous. Goodness gracious. Here we go. We're with Campbell right now. I'm still setting up. We have no audio. What's going on? Here we go. Give me my car noises. I think we're back. Something that I notice here that I will pull up. Let me see if I can show you guys on the fly here. Give me 1 second. Okay. It doesn't show necessarily here, but if you look at the bottom right corner of your screen, you have the FF little tab. That does not mean a forfeit, you know. That means force feedback. Something that I learned that many of you probably already know is, or not, is that if that little tab, it doesn't show here for Campbell. Let's see if it'll show with another driver. We're gonna go with Zach Manriquez. It does not show. So, if that little force feedback button, if you pay extra attention to it while you're driving, which you shouldn't, you should be looking at your replays and stuff. If it ends up turning red, it means you're clipping and you're losing out on extra or additional or any feedback that you would normally feel from the steering wheel while you're driving. So that is something that I for sure will have to fix whenever I come back to racing. I do remember every once in a while when I would peek over to my right side, it would be a little crazy. He's in a good phase. Gianna's on a good phase. Well, there he is. There's Gianna. He's currently 6/10 up on his pace. We have 1 minute and 35 seconds left. There's gonna be a wild one, a wet one, a cold one, a dark one. To be honest, I thought it wasn't going to be a nighttime. Otherwise, I would have recorded the B-rolls and everything at night. But, you know, seeing it at night and raining in Suzuka too is not a very easy course, to put it lightly. Pretty difficult to master in the dry. So now imagine that, but with it pouring. Gianna crosses the line and jumps to P3. Went from I believe it was P7 to P3. That's fantastic. Good job. He's on a good lap. Oh, Gianna's on a good lap, but you know who else is? Chris Unfair. Where is he? Where is he? He's heading into the spoon curve. Absolutely atrocious. I hate these corners. Turns 13 and 14. God. It's so difficult to get right in the dry. In the wet, if you even touch the throttle incorrectly, you're gonna do what Chris did and go slightly wide and ruin your lap. Unfortunately. We have Worley in P1. We have Albert Tranchisi in the pits. He has a new livery and I didn't download. Oh my god. If you'll excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna leave you here while I check out some liveries and oh, there's so many. What is this? Not that you can see any, but you know. Why do I feel like these liveries are old liveries? Oh, the wrong button. Since I have you here with me, what I do have something special for you is a track experience by yours truly. I logged in and did a little race in the rain, and just to show and explain what it's gonna be like here. Quite a big lobby, Suzuka, and yours truly is starting last because of why not? And there I am in the Lamborghini. The hardest thing would be actually the takeoff, but if you can do it correctly and have a successful lobby, you can jump a bunch of placements and just see there what I did. What I also noticed is turn 1. It's going to be extremely spicy here. Everyone was nice and orderly, which was nice, except me. I almost ran into people like that. The S's though, this is where it's gonna be make it or break it. Depending on your line, your selection, your tire grip. Here I had cold tires and I was trying to push it. I almost ate the wall and had to go wide. I rejoined pretty unsafely. Sorry. Nonetheless, we kept it moving. And overall, the race in Suzuka is going to be a little bit hectic. Just to put it lightly. That's what I believe. If you're right behind someone, this is what you're gonna see. Nothing but just spray patterns and cars. You can try to outbrake people like I did here, but if done incorrectly, you're just gonna be eating walls and running this race into a bumper car central. Soon is a corner I hate that is coming up, and I still hate. I end up not trying to commit and do anything dumb. I stay in line. I almost lose it, to be honest with you. I was very well. Long story short, if you can be fast and can handle the rain, it's not gonna be much of a challenge. The only real concern is how you do with the other drivers alongside you. That's the real question. I am going to go back to the live view. I did not download any additional liveries, so my apologies, Albert Tranchisi, but you are going to be carbon fiber black tonight. Unfortunately. In P1 we have Joshua Worley. What's up, dude? In P2 we have Jonathan Kelly. P3 Albert Guiana flashing his lights, trying to intimidate people already. Michael Campbell in the Mustang. P4 Chris Unfair. P5 leader of the Silvers right here. Zach Manriquez. P6 Douglas Furnish. P7 Christopher Greider. P8 Greg Landry. P9 Justin Fry. P10. I was about to say P8, but that's his car number. Albert Tranchisi, once again, my apologies for that livery that I did not add on. You're P11. Jeff Kelly, turn on the car, dude. Yo. Hey. Sir, you can't park. I mean, well, you could park there, but you shouldn't. The race is about to start, my dude. Well, he's P12. Oh, he's coming. Ah, he's not. Damn. All right, well. The race is about to start. We're about to get the green light. I'm gonna try to count it down in 3, 2, 1. Go. Well, Laura, go. And the race is on, ladies and gentlemen. What will happen? We do not know. We're going to the helicopter view because someone is gonna eat it. I hope not, but... And for once, I am wrong. We have the cleanest turn 1 in history. We love to see it. We're going to be chasing down Chris Unfair here. Seeing his point of view, what's going on in the track. We have a little bit of contact between Albert Tranchisi and Greg Landry. Tranchisi already moved up, what I believe, 2 spots. A little bit of contact with Furnish there, potentially. With Chris Unfair. Potentially with Zach there. Everyone is so close. Let me turn this from that. There you go, the race gap, so you can actually see how close everyone is. Within a second all around. Worley running away. I do believe Worley is a resident fish here in 5FIR. I am also a fish and I love to race in the rain. I do not mind one bit. And nonetheless, Zach getting overtaken or dropping spots in the back. Chris Unfair trying to push up on Albert Guiana. It's too bad I do not have multiple screens for multiple battles, but we're gonna stick with Unfair. As we could pretty much see almost all the action from him and behind him. Worley running away with it. He's... Oh, Michael Campbell is... Did he have a... I thought he had a... What happened? I saw Michael Campbell was actually... no, Jonathan Kelly was about 2 seconds behind Worley, and now he's in P3, and Guiana loses a position with Douglas Furnish. Wait, get it again. I'm in Chris Unfair. I'm getting so loud. I'm disoriented. Can you tell that I am barely coming back from Texas? It's been a long week. Chris Unfair having a little bit of a slip up there. Going a little wide. I wonder if his tires aren't a temp yet. We're gonna jump from him and check out the battle for P2 here between Jonathan Kelly and Michael Campbell as they head into the S's. the Porsche absolutely should ideally be dominating in the S's. That thing turns like a dime. As Michael Campbell looks to go, have gone a little bit wide. Goes a wide once. Well, everyone really goes wide there. But all this infighting is allowing Joshua Worthy to just get away. Unfortunately. Well, unfortunately for us. Very fortunate for him. He's getting away. Gonna jump from him and check out what Zach is doing. And he's getting really, really close to Douglas Furnish here. And right behind him, guess who's behind him? The one, the only, Albert Tranchisi. In that stealth black livery that we have tonight, even though that's not his actual livery. I do. Gonna losing out the position against Jonathan Kelly. How did he get beaten by a Porsche in the straightaway? Is beyond me. Nonetheless, a good move on Jonathan Kelly. Douglas Furnish getting very, very close, trying to capitalize on that. Zach Manriquez doing everything he absolutely can to keep Tranchisi behind him. He's got one hell of a tax to do. Tranchisi going for that fake lunge. Zach Manriquez totally ignoring that. Sticking to his lines. Not letting Albert intimidate him one bit. Our seasoned driver here. Showing us what to do when you are getting pressure. Albert looks to have, or looks like he wanted to take the outside, decided against that. That was ideally a very good move that he backed off. Would have ended up in a spicy situation, man. Looks like everyone is starting to settle in roughly. What is our cameraman doing? There we go. And the only real battle we have right now is Zach versus Douglas and Albert versus Zach. The battle for P5 is on. It looks like Zach is going to be losing out on his spot. He went just a little bit too wide in spoon curve, and I do not blame him one bit. That corner, those sets of corners are just horrific. But the McLaren is losing ground against the Porsche. That is I'm flabbergasted. We have a incident with Guyana. He's in the pits now. We're not going to be able to see that, unfortunately. Everyone moving up one place while Guyana takes care of his situation. Joshua Worthy's also in the pits. Or maybe... Now I got me curious. I'm gonna momentarily leave this battle. Eek. They're not damaged. They're just following each other into the pits, trying to see if whose pit strategy is better, I guess. This is an hour-long stint, so sit back and relax. Grab yourself a bucket of popcorn, some icy or Slurpee. Pop open a cool one. Like, we're gonna be in here for the long haul. So some serious contact between between Jonathan Kelly and Michael Campbell. Um, wonder if we can go back long enough to actually see what exactly happened here. Hold on, we're instant replay button here. What happened? Michael Campbell loses it, hits the wall, runs out on track, unfortunately, and gets clipped. Jonathan Kelly, that definitely sucks for both drivers. Like Jonathan Kelly especially losing it or getting the quote unquote short end of the stick there. Unable to avoid that incident. Which is very it's bad. Well, it sucks on his end since he was doing really well. He was holding his own. And my goodness, did Albert Tranchisi just climb the ranks very quickly? We missed what I feel was a lot of information. Albert Tranchisi now in P1 is showing us what it means to be champion here. I low-key want to try to download a delivery file and see if it'll pop up on stream, but I do not want to crash anything. So, take me on a track trip. We already did, Carnage. I saw your message a little late, but we already did. Zach trying to get ahead of Furnish. Furnish holding his own though. We love to see it here. Albert Tranchisi very quickly starting to run away. Furnish goes wide. This is gonna allow Zach to get the inside and complete the overtake. Very nice move. Unfortunate for Furnish. Probably ended up just missing his braking marker by just a tad bit. That's all it takes, especially in the rain. I'm gonna be quite honest, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't look like it's raining all too hard. Will that change throughout the race? I do not know. I can't actually say. It looks like it's somewhat downpouring. There's a couple drops on his windshield. Crossing Albert Tranchisi. Yep, that just happened. Well, Zach Manriquez completed the overtake. Douglas Furnish unfortunately got into a little bit of a tussle with a Chris Unfair here. Who nonetheless is holding a P3, so keep it going, dude. You got Christopher Greider right behind you who is looking to take your podium spot. Don't give it up so easily. Oh, Chris is going slightly too wide here as he wipes out. How unfortunate. That gotta hurt. At least it would hurt me. Wonder if the pressure got to him, or maybe if he knows that we have the camera pointed right at him, and I do not want to have the streamer's curse on anyone. Ladies and gentlemen, but you know, sometimes it just happens. The camera gets pointed on you. You subconsciously know that we're watching, and it happens. Shit happens. While we wait for the next future battles to show up, everyone is pretty distant from each other. Closest on the track is Douglas Furnish against Christopher Greider. Yeah, roughly them. They're about 3 seconds, give or take, from each other. The ideal setup, while we check out Michael Campbell, who is off on track, driving the not the right way. I thought he was going the wrong way. He is not having a good one tonight. Oh, he got really banged up here. How is his steering? Surprisingly straight. He's just gonna be suffering a lot of aero damage, so his straight line speed and potentially downforce is gonna be suffering something. He got a little squirrely there. Something that you do not want in the rain. I want happening in the rain. Greider's catching up to Manriquez. He's a 2nd and 3/10 off. Jonathan Kelly is super close to Chris Unfair. Don't let the pressure get to you. He's still up ahead. What? Wow, that Mercedes power. Golly. I honestly thought Chris lost the position there, but he proved me wrong. He's going wide once again. Oh man, that's gotta... Oh, he's going very wide. He's not able to slow down enough. That's a spoon curve for you, ladies and gentlemen. Turns 13 and 14 in Suzuka. The world's most terrible corners, according to me. They're very difficult to get right. But when you do get it right, it feels amazing. I will say that. Good move on Jonathan Kelly, securing that position, being patient enough, and driving his own race. Chris Unfair is still fairly close behind, so we're just gonna stick with these two and see what ends up happening. We have Justin Fry with the yellow flag. We're gonna check out here. Who's back on track? Probably just lost it a little bit coming in the final corners. The Casio triangle. Turns 16, 17, and 18. These two are going through the S curves. Up Dunlop curve. And heading into turn 8. As I was saying, the ideal setup is medium to high downforce. Most likely even higher downforce in the rain if you need it, to be honest. Which most would be running. Medium to hard suspension. These setups are the ideal setups for the generalized public. So it's not car specific or manufacturer specific or driver specific. It's just what happened to Zach here? What happened to Kelly here? Going wide. This is Chris Unfair's opportunity to overtake. He's slightly behind. It's a drag race down. What is it? Down to turn 15. It's gonna be a sharp left turn though. Chris Unfair manages to stay up ahead, but Jonathan Kelly is not far behind. Hard on the brakes, both drivers. Kelly cuts in very deep. Oh my. He's for sure gonna give that back up. Yeah, I did not want a penalty, especially this early in the race. And this late into the season, those you do not want to take the points lost there. And the as I was saying, ideal setups, not actually manufacturer or driver specific. It's just what usually you would be running in here in Suzuka. It being in the wet, it being raining though, that is for sure changing. You would want more downforce and yada yada yada. The key action areas would be turns 1, 11, 13, 15, and 16. These are the corners that typically have the most action. Other corners that I've been noticing here, turn 7, turn 10 in the hairpin, right here, turn 8 and 9, Degner curve has been getting a bunch of action as well. Jumping over to Zach, just because he had a yellow and a white flag here. Beats me why that ended up happening. It's currently sitting in P10. But a bunch of our drivers have yet to complete their pit. Since this is an hour-long sprint, you are required to take one pit stop. I do believe fuel is mandatory. I think you have to take at least 1 liter of fuel. Jonathan Kelly once again going a little wide there. Not sure if Chris Unfair also went wide. I wasn't paying enough attention there. But he's still very close to Unfair. Staying within a second and a half. How unfortunate. I stayed quiet just because I wanted to see what was going to happen. Chris Unfair goes a little bit wide in the S-curve, coming up to turn 7. One of the key action areas that I noticed I've been here in the rain. That's not to say though, he is putting up a good fight against Jonathan Kelly, so Kelly still has his work cut out for him. As Chris gets pretty darn close, tries to close that gap. Still within a second. So we're gonna stick with this battle here. Oh my god, did he just gain so much pace coming out of those corners? Jonathan Kelly just losing him in the spoon curve. Turns 13 and 14 here. Quick dab on the brakes, hard left, back on the throttle. Both drivers basically mounting those curves. I would be very careful, like how they're probably doing. Whenever it rains, the curbs get extra slippery. And being here in a Chris Unfair's car with the lights flickering. Oh, every once in a while makes me feel like it's actual thunderstorm as he wipes out in the S curves. He joins back on track, Worley passing him on the inside. Unfortunate for Christopher. This track is brutal. And it's Zach fighting against Furniture once again. This is interesting to know. I'll pull it up here on screen so you guys can actually keep track with me. If it actually updates. Nope, it won't. At least on my screen, it says that Michael Campbell has 3 pits now. Zach Manriquez has 2, so I wonder if these pits are due to penalties that they are serving. Which actually, I do have all that information here that I will leave you guys here to enjoy the show while I check out and see what exactly happens. Actually, we're gonna go to Landry since he's getting extremely close to Abergiana. Who is driver number 79? Michael Campbell. Oh, it is. Again, I'm doing a sick drift. Hell yeah, dude. Do it again. Oh, this is a battle for sure. Landry got... Oh, wow, he almost lost it there once again. Landry was able to get by him while Gianna was trying to maintain control. Who looks to be under control now. Chris Unfair with a yellow flag, white flag now. I wonder what happened over there. I'm gonna stay here though. Michael Campbell did have a penalty. It was a drive-through penalty. He cleared it. And Zach Manriquez also had a penalty. It was a stop-and-go penalty. He probably sped in the pits, I'm gonna be honest. We do have a couple of accidents and a couple... Well, not even a couple. A lot of yellow flags. Kelly going to the pits. Worley already pitting in the beginning. Is looking to have a very promising race. Currently has the best lap. He set it at a 2:08.285. This is a personal best. We missed a collision between Ryder and Furnish that we will go back on. We're gonna check it out, go back 30 seconds and see what exactly happened with these two drivers here. Grider is in front. We're gonna be checking out, see what happened. So far, so good. Oh, no, he parked it in the bad spot. Well, not even parked it, he just slid there and... It wasn't too bad, I'm gonna be honest. The contact was very light. Furnish was able to brake in time. And keep the damage to a minimum. I just got a Amber Alert on my phone. I don't know if you guys heard that. But that was the thing. But not even an Amber Alert, it was a... and they said an adult is missing, so... Did the Mustang do it? Did it run over somebody? Greg Landry getting close to Justin Fry. Right behind him is Albert Guiana getting close to Greg Landry. Well, that solves that battle. Fry missed his braking marker and went a little wide. Greg Landry claiming that spot also allows Albert Guiana to get by him. To get by Justin Fry. Landry doing a really good job on holding his position. Looks like he's being just a tad bit more consistent in the rain compared to Guiana. At least for now. Who knows what will happen in these next 29 minutes left that we have in the race. Well, this is the closest battle that we have at the night currently. It's Guiana versus Landry. Worley jumping up. Oh, it jumped up 2 positions because Furnish and Grider are both in the pits. Gonna go back to Guiana and Greg Landry. Albert Tranquilli still hasn't completed his pit. He is almost 40 seconds ahead of Worley. I don't think that is enough time for him to keep his P1 spot whenever he does decide to pit, I'm gonna be honest. Furnish and Grider still in the pits, currently in P5, P6, and P7. They're losing positions a lot. I'm assuming they're fixing or repairing some damage, but they've been there for quite a while. Grider's still in the pits, finally leaving the pits. Furnish already outside of the pits. gonna check out Tranqueezy for a little bit. Whom I thought, I'm gonna be honest, I thought he wasn't gonna race tonight. But very glad that he showed up. Man, what jokes did I already did I tell you guys? These dad jokes. You know, I keep trying to watch F1. Watch racing on my computer, right? But every time I press the F1 key, it just opens up a help window. I got these jokes all day. Wait, Jeff Kelly's here. How do I...
Hey, Mr. Juan.
Hey, yo, I didn't even know you were here, dude. I don't know if you want to be live on stream, but you know, you can be live on stream.
Yeah, man, I'll hop in the booth with you.
Wait. Weren't you racing? Wait. What happened?
No, I was not. I was not. I was just on the grid to start getting a replay, then I hopped out to spectate.
Oh, okay. Wish you... We had the camera pointed on you for like a cool couple seconds, I'll be honest. Was that my beak? Would you like me to share my screen? Or are you gonna watch through the stream? Oh, right. Well. We have Joshua Worley getting close to Jonathan Kelly. Closing the gap quite quickly in the straightaway. From a second to now half a second. And makes the move happen in the Casilla Triangle, turn 16, 17 and 18. A nice move. I was definitely not expecting that. I doubt Jonathan Kelly was probably expecting a move so brazen and bold and to be thrown at him right there. Good move nonetheless, though. Oh my god, bro. Was I muted? Well, at least to you.
Yeah. Alright,
What the?
now we can commentate.
What the? Yo, I did it again. Alright, so I have this bad habit of just talking and thinking that I'm not muted.
I caught that at the beginning of the stream tonight.
Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. I just noticed right now, I'm like, man, why is Jeff Kelly so quiet?
Because the delay.
That's my bad, dude.
Oh, good, man. Looks like a hot race. I thought it was going to be a little light on the action with a small grid, but I mean, these guys are going at it tonight, and there's been some great battles.
Yeah, a ton of great battles. We have Whirly battling Alagena, Fry and Grider making moves happen right now. Fry getting overtaken in the hairpin, so... So what are your thoughts about Suzuka in the rain?
It's awful. It's awful.
It's
The
awful.
curves are slippery. You know, it's dark. It curves a lot. There's a lot of turns where it's, you know, hard to get good visibility. It's a very hard track to drive, period. And then when you throw in the wet factor and visibility, it's a really rough race. Oh wow. So
You have Jonathan Kelly defending against Gienna. Gienna looking like he's trying to intimidate him as much as possible. Kelly 100% ignoring that though. I am... Like, go for it, go for it.
I was to say they've got a small train going there through the S's.
They do, yeah.
Yeah, John's got to keep his cool, knowing that he's got two monsters trying to run him down from behind.
Well, luckily enough though, the two monsters are currently in a battle on their own. That's definitely gonna allow John to just try to run away. As Gienna...
Oh, he got a little squirrely
yeah,
there.
he got very squirrely there.
Yeah, so that's helped John put some gap there, and maybe he can focus on trying to catch Worley. But man, Worley's fast. Worley is really fast.
Whirly is very fast. Gienna went wide. Burnish able to capitalize.
Some interesting track conditions here with not really a soaked track, so I think we've got some out on dry still.
Really?
Some out in I saw Trangizi's coming out. Looks like he's on dries. Landry's on dries. John and Furnish are running wets. So there's a mix. I mean, when the conditions are like this, you know, it's whatever works better for the driver. So I've got to err towards the wets myself.
I am 50-50 when it comes to wet tires in these conditions. If I believe that it's gonna stay wet, then for sure I'll be leaning towards putting on wet tires. But if I feel like it's gonna get dry every once in a while, or stay dry for a little bit, I'll just run the dry tires.
I mean, they're definitely working out for Worley and Albert. They're both putting down great laps. Worley's throwing down 208 right now in the dries. He's seconds faster than others out there right now.
Yeah. Oddly enough, Michael Campbell is almost as fast as him. Michael Campbell's at a 209.
Yeah, and Campbell's rocking that Mustang. That's a fun car to drive.
I've been wanting to drive it. I just never have, or never did.
You have to get out of your Lambo for a little bit.
I don't know if I can, man. Think about it.
Oh, we've got Unfair trying to make a move here on Grider. Whoa, man, Grider got a really good exit coming out of that U-turn, but they're going into Spoon. You can see what these guys do, see if they start mixing it up. Grider's exit out of the U-turn was just a lot better. He pulled pretty hard away from Unfair. so he's holding pretty well now. We'll see who gets the better exit out of Spoon and down this run.
I've noticed
like-
that the Porsches, at least for tonight, are very quick in terms of top speed.
Yeah, they seem to be really holding their own here. And top speed isn't usually what I know Porsches for.
Definitely not. I know they're known for their amazing agility, their ability to turn in and out.
Well, Ryder's pulling. Looks like Furnish is pulling in on John too.
Yeah, he's getting really close. He's within a second of John.
Yeah, he's really putting the pressure there.
John's been doing really, really well this whole race. Besides that one incident that he had, the one collision he had, I think he collided with
Campbell.
Campbell, right?
Towards
Yeah,
the beginning. Yeah,
yeah.
Campbell slid out and it looked like one of those that he probably thought he was going to be able to get by and just seemed to probably turn the car and just understeered right into it. Really, it's really unfortunate. He would have had some free air too out in first place if that wouldn't have happened.
Oh, most definitely. He probably would have been fighting for P2 or P3, to be honest. If it wasn't for that contact.
Yeah, an incident like that happens early on, and it can really get in your head too and frustrate you. And you start overdriving the car, trying to make up for lost time and get back to the place you could have had. And you've got to ignore the mind games. Speaking of mind games, let's look at this side by side. And Furnish got the pass.
He got the
Is he able to
pass.
hold it? Yeah. What a great move by Furnish there.
Just absolutely had the acceleration coming out of Spoon. Jonathan Kelly is
let that go.
yeah. I was about to say that. Yeah, he's right behind. He is not giving up so easily. Some Fair is also battling it out with Grider, so he's getting close. Worley also getting close to Landry now. Some late battles coming up.
Yeah, Worley and Worley just set another purple lap, so at 2:07.5, and he's gonna close on Landry pretty quick.
Man, he's getting
Off
fast.
Landry's pace. So yeah, I think we're gonna see Worley catch Landry at some point during this lap, or if not, the beginning of the next one.
We're gonna be switching between drivers. Jump into Worley now at least, since he's getting
Yeah,
he's getting really close to Landry.
he's on him here, and this is for P2.
Oh, he has him on the inside. And there, it's a drag race down to turn 15.
Oh, he got him. So, yep, he slides in front, takes the turn.
Nice move by Worley, especially getting the exit speed coming out of Spoon. Hate those corners. And getting squarely.
Yeah. That 130R has now that's two passes that were made going into 130R. Furnish and then Worley completing the pass just before the turn.
Okay.
Going in that straightaway, leading up to it is nerve-wracking side by side.
I know I definitely would have probably chickened out. and just let him through. I'll be honest.
It's hard, man. It's hard. And we've got Fair and Grider battling it out. Looks like turn 1 right now.
They're going in. Well, they're heading into the S curves.
Yeah.
Grider looks like he's taking the slightly better line, at least for now. For some fairly faster driver, but he's also been making a couple more mistakes compared to the Grider.
Oh, that looked like there may have been some contact there. And Unfair went wide there. That's gonna cost him some speed. Seeing Grider come out of this this U-turn really well. And Unfair said not this time. He's gonna stay on him.
There's something about having Chris Unfair right behind you that to me at least, he's intimidating. Once he's like within a second of you, it seems like he sticks to you like glue, and it's hard to shake him.
That black Mercedes, man, that AMG is menacing in the rearview mirror. He's got those evil slanted eyes, man, that are just like a squint, like it's just staring you down, ready to eat you up. Those cars are rough.
I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah, Grider's keeping his cool. He's coming up on some traffic here though with Fry. So it'll be interesting to see how this shakes out. They should, yeah. Coming up into turn 1. It's gonna be interesting. They'll probably come across Fry and the S's. Oh, Unfair runs it wide.
He runs it really wide. He almost ran into the back of Christopher Grider there. It looked like he missed his braking mark by just a little bit. Grider
Oh,
losing it
Grider-
out. Oh. What happened?
I don't know what happened there.
It looked like well, I could only speculate what happened. He probably momentarily lost the grip and gained it back really, really quickly.
Well, that was enough for Unfair to take advantage and slide up. Now it's Grider's turn to pursue Unfair and try and get in his rearview mirror.
Let's see that happen. There's 8 minutes and 30 seconds left in the race. There's plenty of time. We have Gianna out with the yellow flag. Now he's back on track. It doesn't look like he has any damage. No, just a dirty car for being out in the dirt, out in the mud.
Yeah, people are starting to space out a little bit right now, but that just leaves a handful of drivers waiting for somebody to make a mistake. Speaking of mistakes, Gianna is out, slid out in what turn was that? He's in the pits now, but yeah, he's slid out. Seemed to be having a hard time controlling the car. I don't know if he's got damage from a previous wreck or something, but
He's probably
having a
just
rough time
just
now.
overdriving just a little bit, or trying to manage the conditions.
Yeah, these are definitely not ideal conditions. But it looks like
Grider
yeah,
has
same
a
like-
yellow, and the S's. He's
Nope,
back on track, but
Fry was out. It looks like Kiona's retired, so he is out of the race. Went back to pits, and they've called it for the night. Fry is having quite the time trying to control the car. Seen a lot of sliding out. He's another one that's on dry tires, and so if he's not used to driving in kind of a greasy condition like this and dry tires, it can be really rough.
it's very rough actually.
And you
Especially,
touch those curbs. I know you talked about that earlier, man. They are slippery.
yeah, one small input, one wrong throttle input, or even a braking input, and you'll just get washed out. You'll get washed away.
Yeah, for sure, sure.
While we wait for another battle, potentially to happen. Chris Unfair looks like he's the closest one to battle. Would you like to listen to another joke that I have?
Absolutely.
So I was in the bar the other day when a girl I was chatting up asked me, "What do you do?" I responded, "I race cars." Intrigued, she asked, "Do you win many races?" I said, "Nah, the cars are much faster."
Oh, Juan. Oh, Juan. I
Got
like
pl-
your joke.
I got plenty of jokes for the whole night. Don't worry. My stand-up career is going to be in shambles by the end of today. We have a Zach coming up on a grider. He like pops in and out from 2 seconds to a second and an eighth.
Yeah, I think yeah, he's definitely closing it up now. Zach's hungry. He's under the 5-minute mark now. He's definitely wanting to get another place or two if he can. So I expect him to make a move on Grider as soon as he can close up that gap, which is very soon. 'Cause now he's almost at bumper scraping distance. Hey, side by side. Actually, he is past. That was very quick. How did he do that?
I think Ryder just let him by. He saw that he was being the faster, more consistent driver, so he just let off the throttle just a little bit.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely a strong strategy, right? Instead of slowing yourself down, if you know somebody's gonna be running you the whole time, and the two of you slowing down, just let them go.
Let them
And
go
if
and chase and potentially see them make a mistake.
yeah,
It's safe to say Zach is running away. It's also safe to say that Chris Unfair has some unfinished business with John.
yes, he is staring down the back of that Rexy with a vengeance. So he definitely wants to try and get there. And Jonathan wants to keep him as far away as possible because, like you said, that once he gets in, once Chris Unfair locks in within that half-second mark, very intimidating. Having that AMG stare at you through the rear view camera or mirror.
Chris Unfair gets a little... I'm surprised he's been keeping up such a high pace with the amount of squirreliness that he gets from his car. If that makes sense.
Yeah, because he is still managing a solid pace, but we are seeing him slide around a bit.
I don't know. I don't think I asked. Why not race today?
Just had things going on and wasn't really able to commit time to practice, and wasn't sure I was going to make the race time either.
Mm,
So just kind of decided earlier on this week not to race this week. But
understandable.
found myself, once I was home and saw that, man, I could race. I really thought about hopping on and driving anyway. Could be in this mix. Well, I mean, the last thing I wanted to be was a liability and ruin somebody else's race. But yeah, I just made the decision not to, and decided to stick with it.
Where did that pace come from Unfair? He was like 2.5 seconds behind, and now he's a 1.5 seconds close to Jonathan Kelly.
Yeah, he keeps dipping it in just under a second. But not really close enough to threaten John's line yet. So John's still able to just, run the best line he can, try and stay fast and keep a cushion there. I don't know that he's gonna get it this race. Where is Albert at? Because we've got 11 seconds left. So this might be the last lap, actually.
I think this will be the last lap. Albert
He's got 3 seconds to get across, and I don't think he will. So this will be it. Yeah.
All right, yeah.
That's the checkered flag. So that'll be Albert.
Congrats to Albert. Beating the odds, starting from pretty much dead last and coming up on P1. Unfair still has a chance, but John is not making it easy. He's hitting all his apexes, getting all his lines right.
Yeah, I've had races where that last lap was the one that I just finally spun out in. So John doesn't need to go for records here. He just needs to go for a smooth line and keep it on the track. Which he's driving great, still putting down the speed. You can't relax enough that you let them catch, but yeah, I think he's safe, and even though Unfair's closing the gap, there's just not enough. Another couple laps and this would have gotten really interesting.
Definitely. I think last one to cross would be Zach and Christopher Greider. Zach crossing first, finishing in 7th. Yeah. Greider in 8th. Oh my, that switched quickly.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for running the stream, Juan. I'll let you wrap things up. Thanks for letting me hop on and commentate with you.
Yeah. Thank you for being here. I didn't. If I knew you were here earlier, I would have. Yeah, I would have came earlier.
Oh, no worries. Yeah. You have a great night, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
doing what you do.
Thank you. Thank you for being here with me. Let's see if. Hello, Mr. Worley.
Hello.
How was the wild and wet weather tonight in Suzuka?
Interesting, since I got home in time for 15 minutes of practice, and yeah. We were all expecting heavier rain, I think, so that made everything different. I took the I pit for slicks within the first 10 minutes because of the track conditions, and I thought the pace difference was going to be enough to make a difference, but I also anticipated the track getting wetter later on in the evening, and it never really did.
Yeah, it's Well, your pace overall was actually fairly quickly. I think you pulled off a 207 before the race ended, so you were flying. You were
Yeah.
moving.
Just wasn't good enough. Not even good enough for fastest lap. Somebody had to come snag it from me.
So Albert Tranchisi, he's here with us in the booth as well. He is the winner of the race, and he's also the season 7 champion. 3 seasons in a row.
Yeah, it's something for
It's-
sure.
it's something.
I in a lot of racing situations I've been in, whether it be real life or virtual, I've always come off track near the end of the season, which would make me not have the championships at the end. I won my first in 23 with a different league. Lost out on that one by 6 points at the end of the season. The following season, so I wasn't able to defend that one. And this one, this series, three goes and 3 wins. So it's a different feeling for sure. Me and Josh were talking about how it looked like me and him were both playing with food. Because we always end up finding ourselves near the front, and Josh had the early pit for tires based on what he expected. I went as long as I could, thinking maybe the rain was going to come in a little bit later, so I was going to wait for my pit. And the rain never came until the final couple of laps. But at that point, I was on dries that were heavily under pressured with, I think, 3 punctures in my front right and both rears. So it was
punctures.
it was a rough last couple of laps, but yeah, so cars saw better days for sure.
So now that we're at the end of season 7, what do you have anything planned for potentially season 8, or where are we going from here? I guess we'll start with you, Albert Tranchisi, and then we'll same question to Worley after.
I would like to think I'm going to be competitive next season as well. I am going to be leaving the McLaren.
Okay.
So if McLarens show up with some good drivers at the wheel, then might have a run for me pretty easily. But I think me and Josh are going to be in the same car, and we got to debate on if it's gonna be Mercedes or Mustang, because we were joking around and saying, screw it, let's have a head-to-head on equal ground.
Okay,
So
okay, that'll be interesting.
Next season it might just be a little bit of a fun season for me, where I'm still in the middle of my school semester for college. And I've been working a little bit more, so if some newer fast boys come in and they try to make me try hard, then I'm just probably not going to. So it's gonna be, if I'm competitive at the front, I'm competitive at the front. If I'm best of the rest, then so be it. But I want to just have some fights next season, have some fun, rep the number one last time, and when I have a little bit more time, come back stronger and try to retake it.
All right, we'd love to hear it. Well, hopefully schooling and everything goes very smoothly.
Yeah, for me, it's schooling right now is top priority. It's my future,
Definitely,
so I want to make sure that I'm set for the rest of my life. So that way, a couple years down the road, I can just sit back and sim race because my dreams of racing a real car have been crushed.
well, damn.
So, I would like that for sure. But yeah, so schooling is definitely top priority for me.
Right, all right. What about you, Joshua Worley? Any plans for next season? Will you be here next season?
I should be here. Like Albert was saying, the plan right now, it sounds like just because the Aston Martin was fun and all, but it just wasn't perfect for me. But I think we talked about we're gonna level the field and drive the same car and just really see what happens, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But that's also assuming I'm gonna be able to be here. I haven't really told anyone yet. My wife might get mad at me for this, but I'm looking at joining the National Guard soon, so I might be unavailable for basic and all that fun stuff.
Oh, okay.
And
Well,
just changing career paths altogether.
okay. Well,
We'll see how that plays out. Hopefully, I can make these races. I need to beat Albert one day. I need to be number one for a championship. One race is not enough.
but one race is all it takes, though, to start a potential winning spree.
I think that for next season we need to have gold and am and whatnot, and then there's just me and Josh.
It's you and
I'm
Josh.
actually so to really level it, because I know we were joking about the Mustang before we came in here, but I've already been driving the Mustang a little. What if we let the founders choose what car we're driving?
We'll
I
put
think
you in
that
a
would be
Porsche.
interesting. I personally, like I said, I would like to be in a car that is a somewhat competitive car, because I'm just that type of person. I'm competitive. I know Josh is too. So we can't have a car that is gonna put us at the back of the grid. So we gotta figure it out and figure it out quick. But
Nothing outdated, but I definitely think we should have them get us a car that neither of us are very experienced in.
yeah, fair enough. Personally, I don't really have a lot of experience in the Mercedes, which is why I was thinking Mercedes, but
I don't have a lot of experience in hardly any cars. I don't do mid and rear engine, so that's half the dang car list.
fair enough.
So
But-
we got chatters here who are saying they're gonna put you in a Porsche, or will put us all in a Porsche.
Of course, will put us in a Porsche.
I mean, do you have a lot of seat time in a Porsche?
Me?
Yeah.
I think it's. Sorry, been a little under the weather and I've got something. So, no, I really don't. I think I drove the 991 a little bit and instantly stopped because it always tried to kill me, and I could never get the thing to keep its rear end under it. So I haven't even tried the 992, and yeah, so I have nothing on the 992. I think I did a little bit. I said, screw it, I'll hop in it for 5 laps at Imola on a single player. And I think my best time was a 1:43, which is almost 2.5 seconds off of what I ran this season at Imola.
Another viewer also said he will vote for the 2015 Audi.
Well, that's outdated.
I
If
think
we're
really
gonna do
interesting new
Audi, it's
cars.
gotta be the newest. And also, I have plenty of experience in that car.
To be honest, I'm kind of thinking the Porsche might be the way to go. Neither of us have a lot of time in it, or any
Watch,
time.
watch me end up picking it up really quick and just freaking.
I'm gonna be over here hating life. Like, I don't like this. My engine's behind me.
But yeah, it's I think it'll be interesting, and it'll make for some fun. And if the guys get really sweaty this season, I know we have a couple of guys coming in that are gonna be in McLarens more than likely. So if it gets really try hard, then I'm really gonna need to figure out something to be able to compete with the guys. But we'll figure it out.
Well, I am pretty much out of interview questions, especially since I am coming back from a road trip, so I haven't even done much. Any last remarks before I let both you guys go? Anything you'd like to say, really? The floor is yours.
Josh, if you got anything, go ahead.
I don't really have anything. I was gonna say, do it for Dale. Don't be a snail.
Yeah, I guess I'll quote something and say, if you ain't first, you're last.
First or last, and do for Dale.
But yeah, it was fun racing. Another season with 5FI for sure. Next season, like I said, if it's a little less competitive for me, and I know that, might be joining you up in the booth a couple of races here and there, Juan.
Okay, that would be cool to do. That would be interesting to do.
And because one of the last times we did it, it was a really good broadcast.
It was definitely fun.
So,
It's always fun when we have another person in the booth.
for sure. But yeah, so you'll either see me in the booth or you'll see me out on track, lingering around somewhere, whether it's the front, middle, or hopefully not the rear. But racing is racing; anything can happen, and yeah, so we'll just see.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you two for being here in the booth, suffering through my voice and my commentary and everything throughout the whole season. You know.
Oh, we love your voice, Swan. Don't worry about that.
Anyway, if it's really true, I'm gonna start singing right now and really murder your ears.
No, let's
hang on,
not
we
be
don't need
doing that.
We don't need any copyright strikes.
True. Yeah. Okay, yeah. You're right. My apologies. Well, thank you guys for being here, for racing throughout the whole season, and definitely keeping me at least entertained, me and the viewers entertained with all your shenanigans that go on off and on the track.
Yeah, I figured tonight I clinched the championship last week, so I said screw it. I'm gonna see what we can do off the start from the rear, and had a couple of moments with some of the boys, but it was all in all pretty fun, and yeah, so hopefully that was entertaining to watch if you caught any of it. But
I did. I caught a couple here and there.
I got into a gnarly 3-wide with I think it was Manriquez and Furnish. We were 3-wide for a little while before Spoon, and we all ended up sorting ourselves out. But that was a pretty interesting one. Finished that one off with a beautiful move around the outside, and I'm really hoping you caught that.
I'll be honest, I don't know if I did. But
I'm gonna be mad at you, Juan, if you didn't, man. I swear to God.
Sorry in advance. Who do you,
I'm joking with you.
before we leave though, since we already know you got the gold championship, who do you think took silver
Silver?
Yeah.
Ooh, it's difficult saying because I think I know who's in silver, and I
Okay.
think
We got Chris Unfair, Jonathan Kelly, Alexander Sabo, and Douglas Furnish. Those are the guys fighting it out for podium.
I think John took it, didn't he? He's been the one that's usually been on top of all those guys.
So, Jonathan Kelly finished ahead of Chris Unfair by 1 position. And their point spread is Chris Unfair is winning by 4 points.
So Chris Unfair got it.
Did he? Is that...
I'm looking at the points, and I think they're already updated.
Is it really? Did I just not hit refresh?
I think. Well, no, I think the 4 points might be the final standings.
Hold on a minute, let me check, boys. I got you.
And unless I'm missing something, I might be missing something. No, yeah, it's never mind. It's not right.
So hold on a minute, because you said so. Silver is updated from last week.
Right. Unfair is
Just how
winning by
all of
4
them
points.
are. And Unfair is up. What were the results tonight?
Kelly...
Well, now you're just looking for the answer. I hope. Sorry, Chris. I hope John won, because that guy
I think
needs
he
to be
did.
bumped up to gold.
I think he did because I think John was one of the first, or no, it was I think it might have been Grider got the win tonight in silver, but I think John came second silver, and Unfair didn't have a good race, I don't think. So I think he was down, so I don't know where Alex finished, but I think John might have grabbed it. I think he might have gotten a win for Rexy.
Well, it's too close to a call right now. When the official announcement is made in Discord, I'll be sure to update all of us next stream with the new championships, or with the new championship winners, title people, drivers, persons, them.
Aw.
But thank you guys once again for chilling here with me. And
No
sticking-
problem.
Sticking by me this whole time.
Always a good time with you.
Thanks for streaming all season.
Well, all -1. We have
We're just thanks for streaming all season.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll appreciate it. Thank you.
boys,
Thank you.
I think I know who got it, but I ain't gonna say it on stream.
We're gonna catch y'all guys next time in the next episode of Assetto Corsa Competizione. Right.
Yeah.
As long as I don't get sent out.
All right. Well, to everyone watching, and see you guys, and hope to see you here season 8. Go register in 5fi-racing.com. Do it now, like right now.